Good morning, student. How are you? Hope you are hale and hearty by the grace of God and carry on your study properly, staying at home. Also, you are enjoying the online class very much. I am also fine by the blessing of God. This is Surkhali Secondary, assistant teacher English, Surkhali High School, Botiakata. Today, I am going to present for the student of class 9 and 10 some rules of framing the question in the case of imperative sentence. Before that, you have to have a clear conception about an imperative sentence and the way of identification. If you are unable to identify the imperative sentence, it is not possible for you to frame a text question of that sentence. Now, dear student, look at the board attentively. You have to know what is an imperative sentence. A imperative sentence is a sentence that expresses command or entreaty. Just for an example, I write a sentence here. Notice here at first you see the sentence begins with verb. Next, object. You can see the imperative sentence begins with principal verb. But if you make a complete sentence, you have to need three essential elements such as subject, verb, and object. But here you can see there is some deficiency of elements, and you can easily know what is the deficiency. Here we can see the absence of subject, and we know the subject of an imperative sentence would be hidden, and we know what is the hidden subject. Of course, you know the hidden subject of imperative sentence is you. So, dear student, you can know the subject of imperative sentence is you, and it may be hidden for some restriction. So you can know the imperative sentence begins with principal verb. Next, if we add this subject before the principal verb, the sentence would be changed. As we add a subject before the principal verb, it would be the pattern of an assertive sentence. And it, the principal verb, and it's a present indefinite tense. If we make it negative, the form or pattern of the subject is such here. It is also an assertive sentence, but in negative form. Here there is the without subject, so we can here plus the subject. So we can easily but notice that it is the negative form of imperative sentence. So you can know the negative form of imperative statement begins with do not. So you can know the affirmative form of imperative sentence begins with principal verb and the negative form begins with do not. Sometimes the imperative sentence also begins with let. So you can easily identify an imperative sentence by observing principal verb at the outset of a sentence, do not at the outset of a sentence, and let at the outset of a sentence. Dear student, are you clear? Do you have any problem? Of course not. Next we go to the focal point. Here I have written some rules regarding the imperative sentence, how to frame the tag portion of an imperative sentence. If the imperative statement begins with principal verb, that means affirmative form, the structure would be auxiliary verb will plus you plus note of interrogation, or won't plus you plus note of interrogation. Such as example, help the poor. Here the sentence begins with principal verb. At that time we can make a take option by using will, you, what, won't you. In that case, using won't you is better. Are you clear, student? Yes, of course. Well done. Next, I wrote the second rule. If the imperative statement begins with don't or never, the structure would be will plus you plus note of interrogation. Such an example, don't tell a lie. That question would be that the sentence begins with don't. The structure would be will plus you plus note of interrogation. Will you. Next, if the Imperative statement begins with principal verb with pronominal object with direct object. The structure will be can plus you or could plus you, note of interrogation. And here there comes a question. Pronominal object and direct object means inanimate object which indicates any things. Such as we can write an example by principal verb, pronominal object, direct object. We can make it a question by using can, you, what, who, you. Are you clear? Do you understand the topic? Well done. Like, if the statement begins with, we have to make it a question by using shall plus we. In that case, we have to take help the model auxiliary verb shall and subject in form of I. We. Next point, if the assertive imperative statement begins with let plus pronominal object, next we have to write will plus you at the time of making the question. Such an example, let plus pronominal object Are you clear, student? Do you have any problem? Well done. Next, please note down the homework and practice it at home. Please open your notebook and note down this question. Goodbye, students. Please perform this home task at home. Stay home and keep yourself fit in a secure environment. Meet you again. Thank you.